Hello everyone, just another video. Going to be talking about my recent game with Richard and what I've learned. Not so much about what I've learned about the Russians, more what I've learned about the Germans who I was facing. Yeah, tiger fear, very scary. Also going to talk a little bit about two rule books I just received today. Got both these off Amazon for about £6-7 each, something like that. More knows it in a little bit though. Yeah, played against Dinger, Richard Bell is called, nickname Dinger. He had a German list, I had Russians, 1500 points. Yeah, he stuck a panther on top of a hill, which basically meant that everything that could see it and everything could pretty much see it. Suffered from tiger fear. I've not played a game against anyone who's done this, and basically it stopped my inexperienced squads from doing anything. Even if they didn't have pins, you have to check for, you have to do a morale check with -1, you know, as if they had one pin, as it says in the logo. And yeah, it basically stopped two of my three inexperienced squads I had, and it was an absolute nightmare, quite frankly. And even regular units and veteran units with a couple of pins, it was quite frustrating, the amount of units I had to go down. My airstrike came in, my beloved airstrike, and was chased away because he had a flak reeling with four light auto cannons, and also a pintle mounted medium machine gun on his Panther, which was the target. I'm not sure if we rolled it right, because by the rules it's hitting on a 5 or 6, and I think he was rolling for 4s because he just calculated the distance, I think, something like that. And it used to be +2 for if you're shooting at flak, it's -2 to hit rolls, but now it's just 5 or 6 hits. But I think he would have chased it away anyway. I think we got enough. Yeah, tiger fear and anti-aircraft units. My KV, towards the end of the game we made a couple of mistakes. I was moving around an immobilised KV2, which I shouldn't have been. I put a flamethrower on it and took out a half track quite easy, and really should have taken out an infantry squad, but I whiffed on roll to hit with the flamethrower. For the most part my KV stuck at the back. Picked up a useful tip from Luke, because the KV has slow traverse, which means that you can't use your KV with your first activation dice. So I stuck my officer 6 inches away. First activation, he ordered the KV, so I drew extra dice out of the bag, and then it was, you know, the second or third dice. So yeah, a bit of a sneaky cheat. Well, I suppose it's a tactic. That's what warfare is: tactics and luck. I had the tactics, I just didn't have the luck. I came on, a lot of my forces came on the right flank after turn 3. We played demolitions, which is 1 objective each. I maybe should have left a little bit more defending my objective and in cover. The LMG squad I kept at the back was basically shot every turn. Went down pretty much every turn, and then the turn I wanted it to do something, and I decided not to go down. They ended up getting shot to bits, and then they went down anyway, and I tried to activate them. So that's another lesson learned. As I say, everything pretty much came on the right flank. My white car was taken out by his flak reeling. The squad inside took a couple of casualties, came out. Managed to rally them, but yeah, even so, they still always had that -1 for the Tiger Fire, and they basically just stood there and shot. A few of the units managed to move around. I did a successful assault with my air observer, who redeemed himself for failing to bring in a fighter bomber. Well, there was a fighter bomber I brought in. And he charged across the board and took out Richard's medium machine gun team in close quarters, but then got riddled to bits with machine gun bullets from the Panther. That's what happens. And my SMG Guards assault squad managed to get close enough to be a threat to the Panther, but yeah, took a lot of casualties. My flamethrower Fubard, yeah, thankfully didn't roll a 1 or a 2 on the Fubard chart, and he just fled back. If he did, then his target was the inexperienced People's Militia Squad, which had just jumped out of a burning white scout car. So my partisan squad basically holed up in a building. They took 2 pins, 2 casualties. I couldn't activate them because inexperienced, -2 for the pins, -3 because of tank fire. I think they managed to get off. I think I passed morale once and got off some shots against German infantry squad. My anti-tank rifle team did well. Damaged and scared off a Puma. Riddled to bits by machine gun bullets, so I think in the end, no, hit by a mortar actually, medium mortar. My mortar did okay, almost took out my opponent's mortar early on, and after that I had to move. He shot my spotter, actually close assault killed my spotter, and then my partisan squad close assaulted the building and drove off the Germans, I think. Well, they might have fallen back. D6, the third D6 consolidation move they did, they fell back behind some hedges and left the building open for me. But yeah, all in all, it was enjoyable. Took quite a while. We were there for around about 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock by the time Dinger got there, and yeah, we were the last ones to pack up at about 9:30. No, maybe it was about 9 o'clock, so yeah, 2.5, 3 hours we played. It was, like I say, enjoyable. Need to get a few more models, I think, and do like 2,000 points sound nice. You know, maybe do a double, put two platoons, so I can get a few more mortars and stuff like that, or another couple of anti-tank teams, because obviously the Russians can take 3 anti-tank guns. Yeah, a couple of Zis-3s kicking about the table. I'll sort them out. I'll sort this flak reeling out and this Panther, hopefully. But then again, he's got points to spare then. Okay, so that was my game against Stinger. Thoroughly enjoyable. Can't wait for the next one. It also counted in the league. Unfortunately, one of the lads has dropped out, so his results, he only played 1 game and he drew 2 all. So all of his other results have gone down as draws in the league, but you only get 1 point each for those draws, which is a bit of a shame. So it's basically, I need to play a lad called Thomas Wood in my last game, and it's either he or me who will finish bottom of the league, I think, the way it's looking. I am currently in 6th out of 9, but like I say, 1 lad's dropped out, so basically 8. Yeah, not doing too well. Still haven't won. Good, but look at the dice. Okay, right. I think I'll start off with World Aflame. Interwar Wargame Rules 1918 to 1939 by Paul Eaglestone. Obviously an Osprey book. Love my Osprey books. Yeah, that ding there was probably Chris asking all about the book. Details various conflicts fought into war. You've got things like the Russian Civil War, Chinese Civil War, well, the Chinese Warlord Civil War. Chinese Civil War was after World War II, so, you know, the Warlord era kind of thing. Spanish Civil War features quite prominently. Some beautiful artwork, as ever, with the Bean Osprey. They've got access to all them fantastic artists like Angus McBride, etc. Some nice mini showing as a nice bit of artwork there. The Russian Civil War. That's for the miniatures. Yeah, that's nice. Spanish Civil War. Got BT5, is it? Which says Nationalist Tank. I think it is a BT5. So yeah, I won't look too much into how this game works, because it does look quite complicated compared to bolt action, which is what I'll be doing my A Very British Civil War in. That said, there's definitely one rule that I'm going to take from this book, and that is crowbars. Now, let me find it. It's in the weapons part. Basically, when you attack a tank in bolt action, or a vehicle, put it that way, you are there to destroy it. And that, I dare say that would have been true in World War II for the most part. You know, you don't want large battles, or even small, you don't want the enemy to get back in. Now in a civil war, you can chase the enemy away and you can capture their equipment. Then, you know, especially when you don't have that much equipment to begin with, then this might be perfect for A Very British Civil War. And crowbars, this is straight out of the book. Now this is straight out of the Home Guard manual, and only for the really brave or the lunatic fringe. And essentially you assault, so it will be a normal, I think they may be doing like a normal assault for bolt action. Anti-tank grenades, possibly if you could count Molotov cocktails it could, you know, scare them away. And yeah, if you're successful, let's say you roll a d6 and on a 1 the vehicle reverses 6 inches, causing the attacker to fall off and the attacker runs back to cover. So, you know, basically the vehicle reverses 6 inches and the people attacking it fall back and probably make a run order 12 inches back and then go down, or maybe 6 inches back and go down. On the roll of a 2, the hatch is opened and the attacker fires a pistol into the vehicle, the commander is killed and the crew surrender. Now I would also class that as capturing the tank or the vehicle. 3, the hatch is opened and the attacker is shot by the tank commander, by the vehicle commander. So although you're successful, you lose a man and you haven't blown it up, you just maybe go on to the next turn and then roll another d6. Number 4, the hatch is open. D6 roll of 4, the hatch is opened and the crew surrender. I like that. Number 5, the attacker cannot open the hatch, panics and runs for well, he says and runs for cover, but panics and runs for cover. So maybe that could be the tank stays still and the attackers make a run order backwards and then go down. And then a d6 roll of 6, the top hatch is opened, the crew bail out and run towards their own lines, which you can't really do in bolt action, but perhaps for a very British Civil War, could have rules for crew, and then the vehicle is captured. So I'm thinking maybe when a vehicle is captured, obviously the people capturing it probably wouldn't know how to use it. That said, if it's things like militia and stuff, the amount of people who worked on farms in the 1920s, 1930s, they know how to drive a tractor probably, and I don't think there's really that much, obviously a steering wheel compared to you know, left and right gears, left and right steering. So maybe a captured tank, the crew, the people who, the squad who captures the tank go inside the tank, and they can be activated on, say, they need to pass a morale check with maybe -1, and then you can use that tank for that turn. So I'd quite like that, yeah. As I say, the actual rules, the whole rules, I won't use for Very British Civil War, but it does give other, there's rules for ammunition and stuff like that, which, you know, it's a lot of paperwork, I think, and yeah, saying that I haven't, like I say, I haven't read fully through it. There's even rules for binoculars, you know, you see further if you've got binoculars, and chance cards, which, you know, but yeah, for the most part, it's just a very nice book, quality artwork and some good ideas. And if you want to do a Very British Civil War, you could very much, there's even little lists in the back for various conflicts, and it does include the Very British Civil War. Now the second book, Line Rampant, medieval skirmishing game. Daniel Mercy, again Osprey book, and I quite like this. I like it because that there is a 24-point army, and there are various companies, there's some companies online, First Corps, they sell 24-point armies, so probably get one of them, although I've been looking at Essex miniatures, because the period I'd like to do a force is around the year 950. I've done my, as a historian, I've absolutely blitzed my family tree, goes back quite far, and I'm related to a chap called Otto I de Blois, or Blois, something like that, an early count of France, Normandy area, fought against Richard I, Duke of Normandy, and then became quite pally with him, hence why I'm also related to Richard I of Normandy. And yeah, I've been looking at his Otto's heraldry. It's quite simple, yellow shield with a blue shield with a white sash with two smaller yellow sashes going down, chevron, going across. Which quite simple, as long as I get the colours right, which, you know, and I don't paint my horses green. Yeah, like I say, the time period 950, you're talking, you know, it's, I'm not sure, Saxon miniatures probably wouldn't cover, you know, look right, I don't think. And then again, I'm not sure if they use kite shields then either. As with everything, I'm a student of history, so I'm going to be looking into it when the time comes. I've still got my little bits of terrain to finish up. I've painted the church, the roof black, it looks a lot better now, bit of a dry brush. But there's the terrain bits, I'll have them finished in a few days probably, and I'll be halfway through my Malburians, and then next weekend I'll be putting together my Austrians 1809, and yeah, I'll probably show some of those on a little video. And yeah, that's it, that's a lot, 19 minutes in, so I'm sure these videos have been short.